Hey YouTube. So I've been watching a lot of news lately, and what dominates the news recently? Well, gun laws, of course, and how guns are so horrible. They're baby killers. Okay, they killed 20 kids over at Sandy Hook. And why would you be against getting rid of some of these baby killers? However, let me throw a stat at you. 11,000. 11,000 murders are committed every year with a firearm. Let me ask the liberals something. Out of that 11,000, how many of them were committed with what's called an assault weapon, or an AK-47, or an AR? Okay? And how many of those were using an extended clip? How many of these 11,000 murders committed with firearms were gang-on-gang violence? And how many of these 11,000 deaths were suicides? And finally, let me ask you one more question for the liberals out there. How many of these 11,000 deaths caused by firearms every year were children under the age of 18? Now, I would encourage any of you to go find that out. But 11,000 deaths by firearms. You can die easier driving to work or getting struck by lightning. Now, the fact is we don't have a gun problem here in America. We have a stupidity problem where we blame the object rather than the person. 9/11, did we blame box cutters or planes? No, we blame terrorists. When a man gets into his car and drives drunk and kills a family, do we blame the vehicle? No, we blame the idiot behind the wheel who decided it was a good idea to drive home drunk. It is only guns that we blame over the individual. Any other time there is a mass crime or a mass killing using any other device other than a firearm, we blame the right thing. We blame the person, the mentally ill or just plain evil person behind it. It's only with firearms that we blame the tool and not the person. That kind of thinking is stupid. So my main point, are guns baby killers? By not taking the AR-15 and the AK-47 and all the assault weapons off the streets, are we letting our kids be killed by firearms? 11,000. How many of those are children? Now let me throw another stat at you. 334,000 every year. That's how many babies are killed every year. However, a lot of you liberals out there might actually just consider those cells. You know, just nothing. Just something in my body gotta get rid of. But if you do nothing, okay, if you don't act and kill the cells, that's not a baby yet, it will become a baby. It will become a first grader that goes to school where Sandy Hook took place. So what would you consider the kids at Sandy Hook? See, the liberals out there, what I think you consider that late-term abortion. Why not? You're all for, a lot of you guys were all for late-term abortion or partial birth abortion. Have you ever heard about that? That's where they take the baby halfway out of the mom. Okay, not all the way, because if it was all the way out of the mother, then it would be considered a living being. But as long as it's only halfway out of the vagina, we're going to stick some scissors up in the back of its brain and swirl that shit around. And you tell me we have a gun problem in this country? 334,000 kids would have been born last year if their mothers didn't get them aborted. That is the true baby killer in this country. I don't care if you want to call it cells or just, nothing other than just some cells that aren't life yet. The fact is if you don't do anything, it becomes life. So it's a very small percentage of 11,000 or 334,000 abortions every year. Okay, and that's just a Planned Parenthood, all right? You're going to tell me that because I want a firearm, because I believe in the Second Amendment, and I want to keep my assault weapon and my high-capacity clips, that makes me somewhat encouraging of some nut job to go out and shoot up a school? So wouldn't the same be true for the person getting the abortion? Every time she spreads her legs, isn't she encouraging another fetus or cells or potential baby to be killed? That's the real issue in America. That's what we should be focused on. That's what the president should be getting through Congress or giving an executive order on. That is the true American tragedy. Well, I'm Poison Stinger. If you liked the video, give it the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, fuck you. Talk to you later.